Hi, my name's Elizabeth Morlett, and I will be discussing the Piaget's theory through the metaphor of remodeling the inside of a house by adding new features and designs, but specifically by using a sink metaphor. So, the first thing that we look at, let's say we walk into Home Depot and we begin to look at sinks. We will go ahead and begin to make sense of the external environment by saying, yep, that looks like a traditional sink. And then let's say we go into another area of Home Depot and we begin to look at sinks that we really didn't see previously or before. So we have no previous knowledge of how a sink could really look or maybe differ. We begin to look at disequilibrium. We begin to have internal conflict, and we really begin to start questioning or looking at restructuring the truth or what we thought was the truth. So we begin to question, how does a sink really look? So when we look at the disequilibrium and the equilibrium, we begin to use adaptation. We begin to adapt to the world by using assimilation and accommodation to make sense of probably something that didn't make sense to us before. We begin to assimilate, so we begin to incorporate new information into existing schemas. So now we say, okay, that's a sink and that's a sink. But we begin to adjust our schemas to fit new information. So now we will begin to look at various sinks and understand that even though they look different, they are still sinks. And with this process, we then go to the stages of development. So based on how we organize our knowledge, we begin to build our schematic processing, and we begin to organize knowledge through the stages.